Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Stronger Everyday podcast with your host, Nolan.
And Caitlin. Long time no see.
Yes.
Well, see if you're watching on YouTube, but here if you're listening on any of the platforms that we are on. So it's been a crazy
Few months.
Yeah.
We spent the last couple of months, as most of you probably know, we graduated last week.
We're done with school.
I'm just so out of it.
Oh my gosh.
A week ago?
Yes.
Yeah, a week ago. And so we were super busy with all that stuff.
Yeah.
And just that was totally on our mind. But no excuses, but we are
No, but honestly, it just didn't feel right either. We weren't to have the podcast in a place that we weren't even really excited about filming in or recording in, because our apartment was very, I don't even know the word for it, but it just wasn't the vibe. It just wasn't a good vibe.
Yeah, and we really did not have a good place to sit down and film.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, we are working on that now.
Yes. But we missed you, we wanted to get back into things.
Oh, we wanted to get back,
but we're working on a new, our location that we're going to be filming in from now on is going to be really cool. So that's coming together in the next week. So, be on the lookout for that. But yeah, we were thinking, we'll just wait to do it then. But no, we kind of just wanted to get the ball rolling and get started back up at this because we miss doing it and we love doing it and all that fun stuff with it.
Honestly, let us know if you like this setup, too, because I don't know how it's going to turn out with the background and stuff with the lighting, but
again, this isn't our permanent setup right now.
But who knows? I mean, this never know. I like this setup, so we'll see if I like it too.
He's so annoying. Oh my god.
What?
I can't.
All right, well, let's get into it.
Yeah, what are we doing today?
So today,
I have no idea what this is.
Oh yeah, I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it.
I totally forgot.
Yeah.
So
I'm doing it, which means that it should be a mess.
So a couple weeks ago, I don't know what I was doing, but I was looking at different diets, and obviously there's so many different diets that people do, and whether or not you think they work, don't work, or you should even follow a specific diet, I don't know. There's lots of different opinions out there. But what I did was I found a bunch of different diets. Some of them are crazy. Some of them I think I might want to follow or try out. And I want to get our reactions and your opinion on them, because she hasn't seen any of them, and I picked them out, so obviously I saw them. But I want to see if you would think that you would like to try them or not.
Okay, well, I don't know about trying them. More my thoughts on the whole thing.
Well, a couple of them I want to try. So.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll get into it.
I just hate diets. I'm so over diets.
What do you mean?
It's just so exhausting. It's just so exhausting for me to have to sit there and plan everything out and go through this is what I can eat, this is what I can't eat, blah blah blah, restrict myself in certain areas, and I just don't like it for me. It's exhausting, because for me it's just not for anyone really, a diet is not sustainable. To do one certain thing the rest of your life that is just not sustainable.
Yeah,
the keto diet or any of those other common diets that you have, it works in the short time, but then it's not sustainable.
Yeah, and are they really even healthy for you?
Yeah, exactly.
Are they good for your body?
Yeah,
to be on a specific regimen.
So it's a lot to do, and it's not to say that I'm not dedicated or determined to do that, because I do that. Obviously when we bulk or when we cut, I am strict and I do that with it. So I know that I can do it, but it's just I don't, other than that, I just have no interest in diets. Yeah. Because it's just exhausting.
And sorry, she just shoved me out of the way. But no, but back to the diets. The only real reason I feel I strictly follow a diet is because it's something that keeps me accountable and that it keeps me
Yeah.
like motivated. It keeps me on the right track. And like I know that I'm not going to like I know I'm going to get to where I want to be if I follow like a strict thing. If I don't, then like you never know. You could go all over the place.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just for me, and I think a lot of other people like with diets who have like it's a lot harder when like you do like restrict yourself in a certain area and then okay, like the diet's over. Now what? Because it's almost
Yeah.
like you have to like reverse what you did basically, but like you can't just go ham and do whatever you want and like act like you don't have a diet anymore because that's just going to throw away everything that you just did.
Yeah.
So it's hard. So it like people are like, oh, like I'm gonna diet for 6 weeks and then like I'm gonna like expect to like have these like amazing results after because then I'll diet for 6 weeks and like I'll get great results and then that'll set me up for like all these other things that I can just go back to what I was doing before the diet and like expect to be the same. And like that's not how it works.
There has to be a
So that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
diets are exhausting like that because it's a lot more than just, oh, like I'm gonna diet for 3 weeks and like I'm gonna lose this weight or get whatever I want accomplished and then expect to be able to live my lifestyle how I was before the diet.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
You know, so
I mean, it is hard.
Anyways,
right,
so
so-
yeah, what we're doing today
All right,
for
so-
Nolan is gonna read through some of these diets.
All right,
and see our
so
thoughts.
I'm just gonna start off with this one. This is I've heard of this before, but I don't really know exactly what it is. It's the paleo diet.
Okay, I've heard of it. I just don't really know what it is.
So it's
Like-
known as the caveman diet. This focuses on foods that are theoretically hunted or are found in nature. So I'm assuming it's, yes, like grass-fed meats, fish, eggs, nuts, seeds, and fresh fruits and vegetables.
So like
So
you're,
you can, so what
you're just eating like
what you're excluding is most carbohydrates and like baked goods and like snacks, like
processed
fried
crap.
foods. Yeah, prepackaged food, pretty much.
So like you're just eating like all natural.
It's pretty much like
Like-
just all natural food.
like earth born food.
Yeah, which I think is actually really hard to follow, probably,
Yeah.
but
100%.
could be really effective.
Yeah, I think I don't see anything wrong with that. I just think that that's a challenge to follow.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing with like some of the diets is like some of them are just like really hard to follow, like you know, like for like people with gut issues, like with IBS of some sort, like a low FODMAP diet, like that's like hard to follow because like there's so many foods out there that like have like certain things in them that like you really are not the best for like your gut health or system for those types of people. And it's
Yeah.
hard to follow. So like, cause like all the foods nowadays have like certain things in them or like it's just
And
hard
with the paleo diet,
and it's expensive.
well, yeah, I was gonna say with this diet, the paleo, it's probably pretty expensive because you are having to buy all like fresh products,
Yeah.
fresh produce.
Yeah.
They don't last long,
Yeah.
so you have to be able to cook and use them within a short period of
Yeah.
time. Like there's no convenience foods.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's no like what do you want if it's like 7:30 or like 8 o'clock after dinner and you want like a snack?
Yeah.
I don't know what you eat.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's no processed food, you have
Yeah.
to cook something
Yeah.
or have like, I don't know, nuts or something.
Yeah. So like with that, I guess it's like this diet would be really good for people who have
A lot of time on their hands.
a lot of time on their hands to
Or
be
work
able
from
to like
home.
sit and cook and like prepare everything like all the time, or people who have the ability to like spend a decent amount of money on food because that's just the
Yeah.
way of the world these days, that your healthier foods and your more like animal product foods are more expensive than like
Yeah.
the other foods.
Super expensive.
So, and like produce and all of that. So it's just more expensive. So yeah, I mean,
Well, so what would you give this diet if you had to like rate it?
I think like overall, like nutritionally, I think it's a great diet because it's like you're not like putting the so-called like bad stuff or like crap into your body. So it's like all natural and it's like very like healthy when you think about it in that way.
Yeah.
But
I'd probably give this one like a 7.5 to like 8 out
Yeah,
of 10.
I was gonna say that, like a 7 or like a
Because
7.
there are, I think the diet itself is pretty
like good.
but
Yeah.
it's probably pretty hard to follow, and it's
Yeah.
probably pretty expensive too.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Because like if I had all those resources, like I wouldn't mind following it.
yeah,
Like if I had like the time
Well-
to like or the desire to like cook and like do all of that like all the time, like yeah, I would enjoy doing that because
I
it's
think I
like
could
I
follow
feel
that.
I feel a lot better when I eat foods like that in general. So
too.
like I think the whole like nutrition aspect of the diet is like awesome.
Yeah, me too.
So like yeah, it's just the outside like economic factors
Okay.
that play into that.
All right, so what you said, like 7.5.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
We'll
So
keep that in
paleo's in
mind.
first place right now.
Since it's the only one.
Yeah.
All right, so another one I found is called the Master Cleanse Diet.
The master cleanse?
Yes. So the
Okay.
concept is the diet usually lasts about 2 weeks. It's interesting.
That's like such a
The dieter drinks only fresh lemon juice mixed with water, pure maple syrup, and cayenne pepper.
cayenne.
Mild laxatives are also used. It says that this could be a speedy way to lose weight, but it also mentions that it's not long term.
Okay, so like do you eat anything?
No, you're literally just
You're
drinking,
just drinking this every day.
Yeah,
Just like one time a day?
I think whenever you want.
So like you could have like multiple of these a day?
Yep.
Oh my god, please don't show my mother this. Because like she will do this.
So literally, you're just drinking lemon juice mixed. You're pretty much just drinking lemon juice mixed with water and maple syrup.
Okay. Well, why maple syrup?
I
For
don't know.
sugar?
I guess, because like that would be like your energy source. Because if you think about it,
You can't like survive
on
like
lemon
yeah.
water,
Yeah.
you can only survive on water for like a few days, or for like a few. Actually, no. I guess you can survive without food for a little while, right?
Yeah, you can, but 2 weeks is a long time to like be doing like other things too. Like it's not like you're just like living like in no man's land.
All right. Well, let's
Like, by
just get
yourself.
let's get it out of the way. This diet stinks.
Yeah.
This
This isn't even like I don't even know like why you would ever
and
want to do this.
mild laxatives are suggested. No, I think this diet is terrible. It's
Yeah,
terrible.
it's not good.
I mean, I would never try this
no.
ever.
That doesn't
Most-
even sound like it would taste good to me in
Yeah,
general.
I know, and,
Like,
like,
it's just like
oh, like-
disgusting.
Like a lot of the diet, like I hear a lot of like liquid diets, like liquid this,
Yeah.
liquid that, and it's like
No,
you need food.
okay, yeah. My thing is with like the so-called liquid diets is like I'm all for like the liquid part, like to have these types of things because like a lot of these things are really good for like gut health and like probiotics like naturally and stuff like that. But like have that with like the rest of your food throughout the day.
Yeah.
Like incorporate that into like your daily like
Yes.
routine. Like that's good. Like I'm all for that. It's just not alone. It's like I don't understand that. And
yeah.
I would never do that.
I'd give
Please
that.
don't do that.
I'd give that like a 2.5 out
Yeah.
of 10.
Yeah.
What about you?
I would give that a 1.
A 1. All right.
Like a straight 1.
All right.
Because it's like 2 weeks of just drinking that
Yeah, that's not good.
for what? To lose like 50
All right.
to lose 10
I'd
pounds?
give it like a 1.5.
To lose 10 pounds and then after you're done you're going to eat food and then you're going to gain it all back? That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's stupid.
It makes no sense to me.
All right,
Food
so
is
that's
fuel.
That's
Eat it.
terrible. That's terrible.
Okay.
The next one I have
So
is
it's paleo and the master
cleanse.
cleanse so far. Okay.
Next one, the zone diet. So this involves eating 1/3 of every meal as a lean protein. And the rest are vegetables and low sugar fruit.
Low sugar fruit.
And it's suggested that you also have fat, like you put fats in your diet because like the lean proteins aren't
Yeah.
going to have a lot of fats. The vegetables and
the
fruits
fruit,
aren't going to have
yeah.
any fat. So it suggests olive oil, almonds, or avocados. And this diet is supposed to reduce inflammation and result in a decrease in body fat.
Okay, I could see the inflammation piece. The thing I'm confused on is low sugar fruit. What's low sugar fruit?
Well,
Because all fruit is sugar.
all fruit has natural sugar in it.
Yeah. So it's low sugar fruit.
I'm not sure. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what that means. There's probably fruit that have like less
Like,
than.
yeah, I know that.
I don't know them off the top
Okay,
of my head.
okay.
I don't know.
So they were meaning just like the fruits that are just like less.
Lower in sugar.
So like probably like maybe like watermelon maybe because it's like mainly water. So like it might not have that much sugar in it. As much sugar as like an apple.
I think watermelon has a lot of natural sugar in it.
Does it really?
Yeah, that's why.
But it's like water.
I don't know.
It just confuses me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, I don't know. I don't think that that's like a bad diet.
I don't think that's bad.
How long do you do this for?
Doesn't say.
Oh.
But it does say that it's used by some mainstream celebrities.
Of course it is.
And I could see that it could reduce you could lose a lot of weight because you're only eating, like, if you think about it, lean protein is just protein. It's not going to have a lot of fat, no carbs. And then the fruit and vegetables is low carbs as well. So, I mean, and like you're eating like not a lot of fat. So, if you do it right, I could see it. And it could be semi-healthy too.
Yeah. I don't know how long I would be able to do that for though.
Me neither. I don't think I could do it for long at all.
It's just so much like calculation in your head, it feels like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it's like, okay, like 1/3 of my plate is this, and then the other part is this. Oh,
Well,
but then I need to get my fats in.
It does say
it
just says eyeball it.
Okay. It does?
Pretty much, yeah.
Then how is it like, okay.
I don't want to read right off this, but it says to like just size it out.
Okay.
So I don't know. This one, I think this one's better than the
Oh, 100% it is.
the Master Cleanse.
Yeah.
But I don't think
I'm not putting it above paleo.
No,
right
this
now,
one's like a 5.5.
Yeah, I would give
or
this
6 maybe.
Yeah, I would give this like a 5.
Because I don't think it's that bad.
I don't think it's bad either. Like I think it's good because it like gets all like what nutrient like you would need.
The only thing that I would say is
and I like that there's an emphasis on the vegetables and like the fruits and everything.
The only thing that I would say is that you're not getting like good carb. I mean, you are getting good carbohydrate sources because like vegetables.
True.
Like vegetables and fruit, I guess, but you're not getting like you're not getting
Greens.
lentils, you're not getting rice.
Yeah.
Anything like that, which you don't need.
No, you don't. But like to be more well-rounded.
Yeah.
Possibly.
And this one also, you're probably gonna.
I don't know. For me, like that would be a struggle.
You're gonna.
Because like I'm a big carb girl.
But you're also gonna burn through money too.
Oh yeah.
Because.
Well, of the lean protein.
Well, and the like, just fruit and vegetables. Too.
Oh yeah,
like
I know.
Fresh produce. It's great for you, but it's also pretty expensive.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give this one like a 5.5.
I'm gonna give it like a 6.5 actually.
Okay.
So I think I like it.
Yeah.
This one, next one.
Wait. So pause. So we have the paleo, and then we have
Master Cleanse.
No. What's our order so far?
Oh, paleo,
it's
zone,
Master Cleanse. Okay.
The raw.
Master Cleanse shouldn't even be on the list, but okay.
Okay. Well, this one's good. The raw food diet. So.
Like ew.
This diet consists of only eating raw foods, nothing heated beyond 115 degrees Fahrenheit. This is advertised as the way to fit into your skinny jeans. So it's pretty much eating everything. Oh, this says it's eating. I'm assuming it just means it's only meats. Or no. It doesn't clarify, but maybe this also means that like you could eat like,
raw vegetables.
Yeah, raw vegetables. So like this could be semi-successful. Now,
personally, I don't really like just
well, the meat is the raw meat is not good just because of bacteria that could be in it. It's not, I mean, eating raw meat is not very safe.
Yeah.
So I would say that's
about a 3 for me.
Yeah, this one's not that good.
Yeah.
But
Because I could see like the raw like fruit, the raw vegetables, like stuff like that.
that
Like
could be
that's
good.
okay, fine.
That could be good.
Sure.
But I would not recommend
But like
eating
why
meat.
raw? Like what's the different like what does like heating do differently?
Well,
Well, I guess it takes some of the nutrients
yes.
out of
It does.
yeah.
Cooking your food
Yeah.
like well done will remove lots of nutrients out of it. So
It's disgusting.
theoretically, eating it raw will have the most nutrients in it. But it
Yeah.
also has other bacteria and things that could possibly be still on the meat that when you cook it would die off.
So mainly this diet is focused on like getting like all those like little tiny micronutrients profile.
Kinda.
Because like when you cook food, a lot of those micronutrients kind of come out
Some.
in some things.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what that's focused on. Yeah, so I would give that about a 3.
Yeah,
Because,
I
like,
wouldn't recommend raw. But
Yeah.
I would
like,
I would agree with a 3.
Yeah.
So we have paleo,
Paleo,
then the zone,
zone,
then raw,
raw,
cleanse.
cleanse.
Okay. The 5th one,
How many are there?
6.
Okay.
The macrobiotic diet. So this was made famous by Madonna.
Madonna.
And it says this has a few variations to it.
Okay.
But it consists of cutting out wheat, red meat, poultry, eggs, and dairy. It's a super strict regimen.
So what do you eat for protein?
So you're eating a lot of tofu, sea vegetables, tempeh.
Tempeh. Yeah,
I don't
it's
even-
like sushi, like fish.
Um,
I don't know. I could be totally wrong on that.
and this says
I don't eat
this
sushi,
says it
so-
only should be attempted if you're prepared to hate your life.
Okay. Like, this is what I mean. Like, why do you do this to yourself? Like,
Well,
there's
because-
no reason.
Well, people do this because they think it really like reduces their calorie or their weight fast. That's why people.
Because you're not eating anything.
I know. I just think
Like-
this one. I just think this is not. This is not good.
So basically, what is the whole gist of this diet? Like, what can you eat? The tofu, vegetables.
tofu, and tempeh.
That's it.
That's what it says. A lot of tofu.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure tofu's pretty lean, right?
I think so.
And it's good protein.
I think so. Decent protein. at least.
So I would still never do this
This is a 2.
because I couldn't cut out all meat.
Oh my god. I don't even know if this is higher or lower than the raw diet.
I think it should be lower.
Yeah, I was gonna say, honestly.
But you could potentially die from the raw diet because of the bacteria.
True. So maybe it's tied.
Yeah.
Maybe it's also a 3.
Because you could die. Yeah, I don't know. Like cutting out wheat, meat, eggs, and dairy. I don't think you should do all that.
Like, I understand, like, obviously, like, there's people with, like, intolerances, like, that have to do that kind of stuff, or, like, have allergies that, like, are allergic to those certain things. Like, that's different. It's the people that are choosing to do this just because.
Just to lose the
And,
just
like,
to lose like
that's
massive
what's
muscle.
mind-blowing about it. Like, I'm not suggesting this diet for those categories of people, like, at all.
I think you would.
Like-
This is the type of diet. Well, most of these diets, like it's just that you just can't. You won't be able to sustain it, and then I
Yeah.
feel like once you get off it, you're gonna be like, I want to eat a bunch of stuff that, and you go crazy.
Yeah, no.
Like it's just
It's
too
just-
much. It's just like you can easily form a diet that is healthy, but doesn't restrict so much that you're like
Yeah.
craving things all the time. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that one's not good. That
No.
one's like a 3 or 2 or
No.
something.
Yeah.
And then the last one I had was this is kind of similar to the raw diet
Okay.
and I guess the paleo,
Okay.
but this is a very common one.
So are like 2 opposite scales.
Carnivore diet.
Okay. I've heard of this.
So yeah,
I think.
it's a high protein diet. You are eating. So it says you can eat red meat, poultry, fish, and eggs. The diet excludes all produce. as well as grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. Dairy is sometimes allowed.
Is this like what the Liver King does?
Yeah.
Actually?
Yeah, but he also takes steroids.
Okay, yeah. I
So.
know. I know, but I'm just saying like.
But yeah, I don't know about this one, because you cannot get all of your vitamins from eating just meats.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna probably you need vegetables, you need fruits.
And also I look at that too from with like red meat, because like obviously like red meat is like pretty decently high in like saturated fat.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna get a lot of that, and
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, it's not necessarily like awful, but like it's not the best.
Well,
and like if you're eating it in excess like that, like
this is literally like a no carb diet.
Yeah.
No, none at all.
Oh my God, count me out. That's just awful for me.
Yeah, this is like no carbs.
Yeah, I don't like this one.
Yeah, I would
like. I like it because of like, oh, it's like high protein, and like I feel like a lot of people don't
get enough
protein that they think that they do in. So I like that aspect of it, but then it's like, what about all your other stuff?
Yeah, you also need to
why can't there just be like one where it's like just balanced of everything? Like, why do we have to always be excluding something from the equation?
Because these are fast techniques to lose weight.
Okay.
That's what people claim. These are like fast ways to lose weight, which I don't doubt, but I find it hard to believe that they're sustainable and like healthy ways to do it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, how is it so, like, it's so fast you can lose this weight in 2-3 weeks from doing this, but then what do you do after those 3 weeks are up?
Yeah, I don't know.
You're just going to go right back to the way you were.
Probably.
Like, it's just not going to work.
Well, that's why a lot of the diets...
So I don't understand that.
That's why it says a lot of the diets are used by people who, like actresses and actors.
Who, like, have, like, something like an event or, like, something like that that they have to go to.
Or it's like, you need to lose 50 pounds in 2 months for this movie.
Yeah.
So, that's what But, like...
Yeah.
I would never recommend someone to do.
But still, it's just not healthy.
Yeah, like all these diets are just not sustainable, not.
Yeah.
The
only one that I actually like don't mind is the paleo.
Yeah.
Like, to be really honest,
that's
because it's like you're not restricting anything. You're restricting like the crappy stuff, like in all the preservatives and additives that like we put into foods.
It's literally
so it's just like all natural,
completely natural diet.
Yeah, and like I'm all for that.
In different circumstances, could be sustainable.
Yeah.
But it's going to be challenging still because so much, like, I would say that diet's probably the best one, but there's so much fast food, convenient food that is so accessible and convenient, and that's for a reason, because people don't have all day to sit around and freaking cook.
Oh yeah, I know.
And do all that. So like you need to prepare all your meals, and
I feel like during COVID, like that would have been like a great diet to experiment with, because like you're not going out to restaurants and you're not going, to all these other places. So like you're home, like at least a lot of people were home or working from home. So like they could have experimented with it a little bit.
Yeah. That's a really good thought. I didn't even think about that.
But like the average Joe person is not going to be able to really sustain that and like do that. So it's hard. But like, I think overall from like we said earlier, like the nutrition standpoint of it, like, totally good for me.
Pretty much overall, we're saying that you need to eat a well-balanced meal. Well-balanced meals throughout the day.
Pretty much what we're saying is like there's no reason to restrict like certain things.
Crazy things.
From your daily eating habits. Like there's no reason.
There's no reason to say,
cut out carbs, cut out fats. Like there's no reason to do that. Yeah. For like a regular like healthy lifestyle, absolutely no reason.
Cut out all dairy products. Cut out all.
Yeah, well, if you don't have intolerances.
Yes. Yeah. I guess if you're not, allergic or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
that was interesting. Oh my God, I can't believe people do that stuff. That's crazy.
Well, I would see, here's the thing.
Okay, so out of those diets, what would be like, okay, we already talked about the paleo that like we kind of like would both maybe do if we like had the ability to do that. But like what out of the rest of them, like what would be your one that like if there were like no repercussions like whatsoever, like what would be your one that like you would like want to be curious about trying?
Curious about trying would be probably the carnivore. Just
Yeah.
because I like meat, like I like a lot of meat, and you can have eggs, and I really like eggs. So like, I could literally have meat and eggs every meal,
Yeah.
but it would get really boring.
I would probably be, I guess mine would maybe either be that one or like the zone one, possibly.
Oh yeah, because that one's just lean protein and vegetables.
Yeah.
I mean,
But like, I don't want to try that. But like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, but like, I would if like there were no repercussions. Like, that would be the one I guess I would be most intrigued to try. But I don't
well,
know.
let us know which one you.
Yeah,
would
or
like
let
to
us know your
try.
thoughts on these diets. Let us know if you've tried any of these diets and whatever we said was completely like
Wrong.
ridiculous and wrong to you. But then again, I don't highly doubt that that's probably what happened. So like, a lot of people are probably on the same page as us.
And like, I feel like you would just be so like, you would get yourself in such like a routine, and like, I don't know. I would be very interested to try them. Not the one that's just the water and lemon.
Yeah, and not the raw diet. Are you kidding
I know
me?
the raw one.
I could never do that.
Yeah.
I could never, ever, ever do that.
That one's just not
And I
safe.
could never do the whatever the one was, the Madonna one, like the macrobiotic one or whatever it was.
Me neither.
I could never do that one either.
Oh, the tofu.
Yeah,
Me either.
no, just absolutely not.
Yeah, I couldn't do that either.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for listening, for watching, and let us know what you think, what podcasts, what topics you want us to cover, because we're going to be frequently posting every single week.
Yeah. And also, if you have any other, just like, if you have any questions about anything,
Yeah.
fitness, nutrition, like lifestyle,
Yeah.
anything,
Yeah.
comment it down below
Yeah.
on our YouTube or on our Instagram, and we'll probably record a Q&A at some
Yeah.
point.
We're really excited about this summer. We're doing a lot of things
Yeah.
with Kate Noel Fit this summer, and hopefully continuing to grow and all of that with all of your guys' support and love. And yeah, that about wraps it up. So thanks for paying attention, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Ah, we said it in sync.
That was in sync.